Well, just like that, it's December and I'm back, Simply Fun with Jackie, with some more game specials. When you think of December, you probably think about gift giving. Well, have you ever considered what it would be like if you focused your gifts on giving the gift of laughter? That's what Simply Fun is asking us to do this month, because we put games on special that will help do just that. They really do bring families together and create those moments and memories around laughter. Laughter isn't just about telling jokes or doing something silly. It can be entangled within joy and the joy that we experience when we are playing or doing something together as a family. That's what we are focusing on this month, the month of December. In normal fashion, let's start with our youngest games on special and work our way up. First, we have Color Huey. Color Huey is a great game for kiddos ages 3 and up. It works on color recognition, beginning reading skills, matching, basic game strategy, and turn taking. This is an awesome game to add to any family's collection who has little ones at home. This game is normally $26, on sale for just $22 this month. In Color Huey, there's 5 different boards where Mr. Huey is hanging out in different seasons. This is really great if you want to start the conversation with your kiddos about different seasons, clues to look for, or maybe appropriate weather gear. So the goal of Color Huey is to be the first player to completely fill up your color board. On your turn, you're going to reach into your bag, grab a color token. Of course, I grabbed the one that we don't have on that. Pull it out, and then place it on your board with the matching shoe color. So our littles are going to reach into the bag and get some sensory input. Then they are going to do color recognition, color matching, and fine motor. Now this also works on social skills, because if they already had a purple or a red and they drew one out, they would have to choose another player to share their purple or their red with. So this is also great for game strategy, because very quickly kiddos learn that they don't want to share with somebody who's almost won. Now the best part about Color Huey is that all of our boards are double-sided. So once your kiddo has mastered colors and color recognition, we can move on to beginning reading skills with color sight words. Another game great for kiddos ages 3 and up is Argh. Argh is a twist on your classic memory game, and it's pirate themed. It works on concentration, memory skills, as well as fine motor skills. This game is normally $22, on sale for just $18 this month. In Argh, players are trying to find matching treasures. So first, they can flip over a card, and they are trying to now find another treasure chest. If they flip over another chest and make a match, they get to collect 1 gold coin. Then we flip again, looking for another treasure card. We get to keep going for as many treasure chests in a row that we can find. This one was not a treasure chest, so if that's what I would draw, then I would put the ship on this, flip these back over, and it would be the next player's turn, and they would be trying to match necklaces now. Another card that's in play is the squat card. If a player turns over a squat card, their turn is over, and they have to return 1 gold coin back to the pot. Happy treasure hunting. Our last game for preschool age kiddos, Wake Up Stars, is perfect for storytelling, talking about emotions and naming emotions, as well as building some empathy skills. This game is normally $30, on sale for $26 this month. In Wake Up Stars, you're trying to be the first player to fill up your star board. On your turn, you will spin the spinner, and it'll tell you if you need to draw 1 or 2 stars, or Tibber, but we'll get to that in a second. If we spun 1 star, I would flip over 1 star here, and it shows me an emotion. The emotions card here will tell you exactly what that emotion is. This one is mad. So the player would then tell about something that makes them feel that emotion. So I could say, I get mad when people don't use their blinker when driving. Then I would get to set it in my board, and it would be the next player's turn. If you land on Tibber, you would have to draw a star. Here's Mr. Tibber, and tell about how that makes Tibber feel. So this is dislike. Tibber dislikes the taste of tomatoes. I'm not really sure. I think rabbits love all vegetables, but this is really great because it teaches our kiddos the beginning empathy skills. Wake Up Stars is really a great one for talking about and naming emotions. Do you have somebody in your life that enjoys playing Candy Crush? If so, they'll definitely enjoy Marble Matrix. This game is recommended for 7 and up. It works on some awesome game strategy skills. It's normally $40, on sale this month for just $36. In Marble Matrix, players are trying to slide different rows of marbles in order to line up certain colors. If you get certain colors lined up, like these two blues, then you would get to collect them in your tray. You get certain points depending on the number of marbles that you have. So on this turn, I would slide this row. Whoops, sorry. And now I would get to collect these two blues because they are touching, as well as these whites. And then it would be the next player's turn. If you were to ask me what my go-to game would be when we have family over, it would be Sticks and Stunts. It's a category-based game where you work on art skills, trivia skills, speed building, memory, fine motor, and so many things. But the best thing about this game is all of the laughs that you will have. This one's recommended for 8 and up, but my daughter loved to play this one when she was 6. This one's normally $36, on sale this month for just $32. In Sticks and Stunts, you win the game by completing a bingo on your bingo board. So every player has a little blocker here as well as a collection of sticks. Now on each turn, you're gonna flip over one of these red numbers, and if you complete this round, or if you are the winner of the round, you get to cover that number on your bingo board. So right now we're playing for number 16. There are different categories. So there's Create It, where you try to get the other players to guess an object that you make by using your sticks. There's different kinds of trivia. There's Memory Builder, where everybody gets to look at the build and then we flip it back over and everybody has to remember how to build it. There's Secret Plans, where the card reader has to describe to everybody how to make this without anybody else being able to see the picture. There's Skills Challenge, and last but not least, there's Speed Builder, where you're trying to make a build and be the first person to complete it. So let's say we did Speed Builder. The first person to build this structure would get to cover up the 16 on their bingo board. This is really great because if you have a kiddo who's maybe not as good at trivia, this bingo aspect really evens the playing field. But this one is so much fun. Up next is Perspectives. This game is another great strategy game working with pattern recognition. This one is also recommended for 8 and up. It's on sale this month for $24, normally $28. Perspectives is a really fun game where you're working on moving these tiles and playing cards in your hand. So there's a 3, 4, 5, and 6 deck here. We're going to start by drawing one card from each deck. So here are our different cards. Now we're going to try to match tiles in to see if any of these match. If they don't, we can either draw a new card or move a tile. I'm going to move this yellow tile up here, and then I place the lock block on top of it, which means that this tile cannot be moved until this is off the top of it. And now, as you can see, I can play blue, blue, orange, yellow, this 4. So that would be 4 points in my hand at the end of the game. You do have to subtract points for any cards you still hold on to at the end of the game, and whoever has the most points at the end wins. Walk the Dogs is a great family game. Unlike any you will play, there is no board, but just adorable little puppies. This game works on risk and reward, multiplication, addition skills, strategy, and of course, fun. This one is also recommended for 8 and up. It's normally $36, on sale this month for $32. In Walk the Dogs, you are trying to make a line of dogs where you have different groupings of dogs. The more dogs in a grouping that you have, the more points that you get. But here's the thing, if your grouping is out on the end of your line, it has a chance of getting lost or stolen. But if your grouping is in the middle, protected by other dogs, it can't be stolen. If you get 5 dogs in a row, you automatically win the game. So there's some risk and reward here as to if you should leave your dogs on the end and possibly try to get a win or more points, or if you should make them safe and cover them at both ends. So the line, there's a main line of dogs. You're gonna play one of your cards and then grab a dog from front or back, 2 from the back, 1 from the front, so on and so forth. Now, there is a lot more dogs in this bag. I just have a little bit amount here to show you. So I'm gonna play the one in the front, one in the back card. And I'm gonna grab one dog from the front of the line, one dog, here's the guy from the back. Now I can place these anywhere on my line. I obviously wanna place this one here because it gives me 3 in a row and 9 points. But do I wanna put the other one back here? Or, it's kind of hard to see, but do I want to put it in the front and make these guys safe, or leave them open and possibly get more points and win? This one is a super fun game, and obviously it's great that there are no boards and just these fun dogs. This may be one of my favorite games to give as a gift, and you will figure out why when you see it set up. Climbing Nights is normally $40, on sale this month for $36. Recommended for 8 and up. This is a really unique 3D game that pretty much focuses on fun game strategy. Be sure to check this one out if you're looking for a unique gift this year. I will get closer and show you how to play this game, but I needed you to see the Climbing Nights in all its glory. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this so you can see the side that we play on. There are 3 big sections. My camera's not big enough to get them all, so we're gonna focus on the middle section. There are 2 different guards. This top guard can see wherever he is standing, he can see completely down that row and completely up that row. This guard is the same thing, completely down and completely up, but just on these 2 sections, and this guard just on these 2 sections. So your goal is to move your knight all the way up to the castle top without being seen. So right now, I am right here. Each turn, we're gonna roll these dice. The black dice tells us how many we move this guard, and he goes this direction. The gray dice tells us how many we move this guard, and he goes this direction. And the white dice is how many we can move. We get to choose if we wanna take them all, and we can choose if we wanna go straight, sideways, or a combination of both. So let's roll them up. You'll have to believe me with what I get. So I got 1 for each of the guards and a 2 for me. So this guard is gonna slide 1 spot. He can now see this whole row and this whole row. So this player would fall down. And this guard is gonna go 1. So now he can see this whole row. So I wouldn't fall down. And let me tell you why. Because I am underneath a ledge. There's a ledge between me and the guard, so I am safe right here. Now I get to move a combination of 2. I can't move 1, 2, because if I'm over here, this guard will see me. I would be behind him. Let's see what we want to do here. I could go this way and still be safe, but I think, oh, was I right here? Can't remember where I was. Yes, I was right here. So I think I'm just gonna take 1, and I'm gonna move 1 like that. Now let's say I was here. Obviously this guard isn't here, but if this guy landed here, he couldn't see me either, because again, there's a ledge in between us. Now on the guard die, there's also Z's, which means you flip them and they are sleeping and they don't see or catch anybody when they are asleep. This game is really fun. You're trying to get your player to the top twice to collect their coat of arms. Once they have both coat of arms, you win. A Symbol is a really fun game where you will use your creativity and spatial reasoning skills to try to get your family members or friends to guess what you are building. This game is normally $36, on sale for $32, and again, recommended for 8 and up. In a Symbol, you are going to grab a card, and there'll be 2 things on the back of the card, either a noun, a place, an event, or being, and you get to pick which one you would like to create with these blocks and try to get the other players to guess. So I could make the Loch Ness Monster or a tennis match. I'm gonna choose tennis match, so I would announce to everybody that I am doing an event, and then I would get to work on creating that event. So maybe I would do a net here. There are some little people. So I'm gonna put a little person on each side, a little ball. I feel like that net is a little too big. And then I would maybe try to find something that could resemble a racket in their hands. And then you just try to build something so that other players can guess what it is. Corner Center Match is a game that everybody needs to have in their game library. This is a fast-playing game where you're working to match different shapes and colors in a speed-like format. It is so much fun, and it's a great sale this year because if you buy one of these at $14, you can grab a second one for just $1. Perfect for sliding into your stockings. In Corner Center Match, you're trying to be the player to get rid of all of their cards in their hand first. Now, you'll have a lot more cards in this. I'm just using this as an example. So I need to play a card that in the corner of my card has a blue cross. So here's a blue cross in the corner, right here, if you can see. So I'm going to play that. And now we're looking for a yellow cross. But here's the thing, these cards are double-sided. So you have to be checking both sides of your cards at a time. Now, I can't play. This is not a turn game. We are going as fast as we can trying to get rid of our cards. Another player throws down the yellow cross. Now we're looking for an orange square. And we throw that down. Now we're looking for an orange circle. Now we're looking for an orange star. And you go as fast as you can to try to be the first player to get rid of your cards. Wow, those are really some great games that we have on special this month. Bound to be a hit at any family function. But remember, there's over 140 games on our website. So if one of these games isn't the perfect fit, I guarantee you we have one for you or that hard to shop for person in your life. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you need more or different suggestions. We are happy to help. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next year.